Hey everyone, and welcome to this project video. In this one I have a piece of spalted maple that I'm going to be turning into a bowl and using Total Boat Resin to fill any cracks and voids. Stick around, I'll be here to narrate along the way. So let's get into it. Making sure the tailstock is pulled up and the tool rest is situated where I need it to be, and using the Carter & Son bowl gouge to true this thing up. All of the tools and products that I use will be down in the video description. I am not affiliated at all with Carter & Son Tool Works, but they make great tools. I have several of them, so check them out, link below. About 300 RPM at this point, and just taking my time and truing it up, starting the curve down there on the bottom. I like to stop and check while I'm turning. I've watched a lot of other videos. Some turners don't do that, or at least they don't show it on their YouTube. I hope it's not annoying to you that I stop frequently. It's just how I turn, so I figured I would just show you exactly how I turn. So taking off a bit of material here, this is going to be the bottom curve. Looking a little bit more like a bowl here, but we're going to take care of those cracks. Some of them are pretty large, that one. So I'm starting with some Starbond Adhesives thin CA glue. Just so it gets down in there where I can't really get to. So the thin is obviously thinner, and it will go down and get further than medium or thick. So round one of Starbond is done. There will be some more. So continuing to shape the bowl here. Working on the bottom of the bowl, I'm going to go for a flat bottom here. Using the skew chisel to make a tenon, and making sure that bottom is flat so the 4-jaw chuck can sit there tightly and hold that. Total Boat Resin, high performance, medium hardener. There's a discount code down below for Total Boat if you want to try any of their products. So using this purple and trying to get that down into the void. Again, this takes some practice and some coming back and letting it cure, coming back, etc. It's not a one-shot deal. So if you're going to do this, you have to have patience. I have learned to have patience. I haven't always had it. But if you want to use resin, it's a must. So putting this on in the Nova chuck, and it looks like a big old mess right now. And it is out of balance, so starting off, trying to get that balanced again, taking some light passes on the outside of the bowl, trying to clean up any excess resin and glue. Now we're going to start the hollowing process. This is a pretty dense piece of maple, so I'm going to take my time, take light passes. Because the tailstock is not pulled up, I have to be careful that I don't put too much pressure on the side and have it come out of the tenon or have the tenon break. Don't ask me how I know that can happen. It may or may not have happened to me more than once. Don't tell. Anyway, it's pretty balanced at this point, and just as you can see on screen, using the bow gouge to take light passes, trying to enjoy the turning. I know I could have used the Forstner bit and taken some of the material out, but this one I just chose not to. Sometimes it's just relaxing to just let it go and turn. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to PF Woodturning on YouTube, go ahead and click the subscribe button. We are on our way to 50,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. So thank you in advance. It is free to subscribe, and I would love to have you along for the ride. So click the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button as well, and ring that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. So we're quite a ways with the hollowing process now. Still a little bit too thick, and using push and pull cuts to get down to the thickness that I'd like. Using a combination of tools. This is the skew chisel. The calipers are measuring the width. Now I'm using the round nose scraper, also from Carter & Son. Perfect for this application. You can see wood and resin coming off as it's turning the material away. Still a little bit too thick at this point, but I'm gonna work on the cracks and the voids to finish those up here. I didn't mention it before when I was using Starbond, but there is also a discount code for Starbond. If you want to try any of their products, look in the video description and you can get a discount on that, save some money. So after that's had a couple minutes to dry, I go back in and just some pull cuts here. You can see the shavings coming off, and starting the sanding process with 80 grit, and sand it up to 320 grit, and now using denatured alcohol to clean the surface of the wood free from any dust and debris. And then applying Mahoney's walnut oil for a finish. I love using this stuff. Also not affiliated, but I just like it. And a little bit of a close-up shot of that purple resin and the Mahoney's oil when it was still wet. Once that has had a moment to dry, I use the Axe wood paste, polishing paste, and this will finish out the finishing process. And you can see how that just brings it to a nice sheen. Now, however, this is the part that I remember why I don't like tenons. But here we are. So turning off the tenon, it's the Longworth jaws, and using a chisel to get rid of some of that nub, and sandpaper as well on the drill. Seems like you just got a piece finished and then you have to sand again. Putting my logo here, and don't go anywhere. I'm going to be on the screen explaining and showing a close-up of the piece and some beauty shots at the end. Stick around. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It is free to subscribe, and I'd love to have you along for the ride to 50,000 subscribers. So thanks so much. Before I show you the finished piece, be sure to show some love to the sponsors that are linked down in the video description. We have vendors like Total Boat, Starbond Adhesives, and Axe Wood Paste, among others. Those three are longtime supporters of this channel, and you can save some money if you click the links below and try out some of their awesome products. So without further ado, here is the finished piece. I'll get a little closer. I really like all the spalting and all the different figure on this one. You know, you have the spalting here, you have the tight rings there, and then you have just this broad array of figure. Thanks again, everyone. If you watched until the end, be sure to comment popcorn. Peace out, guys.